Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Friendster, Princer, SoundCloud, SoundClick. It's your boy Tone202 with another extension of the NBA is fixed. And you know what? You guys have been haranguing me with numbers and some people have been calling me out, and I told you that I don't watch the NBA. But I'm going to have to get more into it because this is sports talk and everybody likes to talk sports. And I'm okay with that. Uh, uh, a couple of you guys really, you listen to one video and you take that one video and then you try to, you know, uh, basically say, I don't know what I'm talking about. And to a point, that's true. But I've made like 8 or 9 videos with different material in it. And some of the material you say, I don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go back and check it out. And you'll see I do know some of what I'm talking about. Although I'm not an NBA aficionado. Anyways, Stephen A. Smith goes off on Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant signed with Golden State Warriors, a team that beat them in the playoffs. He goes off on it because he says basically you're just jumping on the bandwagon. Let me get some of this. Let me see if I can get some of Stephen A.
I'm arguing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it. It's not that he's leaving Oklahoma City. If you're not happy there and you want to move on and you want to grow as a player, or there's nothing wrong with that. He's one of the top 3 players in the world. He's a quintessential superstar. He deserves all the credit in the world for the talent that he possesses. But the flip side is this. They were up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. Not one, not two, but 3 different times. He was 48 minutes removed from getting to the NBA Finals by winning the Western Conference. 3 times he failed, particularly in Game 6. And you depart for the team that beat you?
Okay, so there that is. He signed for 2 years for $54 million. Second year is player option. So yeah, $54.3 million. And here's my thing about that. You know, I think as far as a player is concerned, okay, let's go back. We knew Kevin Durant was going to do something. We knew he was going to do something drastic. We knew he was probably going to leave the team. We just didn't know where he was going to go. So he went to the team who's been kicking his ass for the last couple of years and has won a championship, and they're full of stars. Now, some people are going to say, well, this is reminiscent of LeBron going with the Miami Heat, and you're just like, nah, because Cleveland Cavs didn't have nothing when LeBron came there. Don't forget, Cleveland won 20 games one year, 30 games the next year, another 20-something games the year after that. But when LeBron showed up, they started winning 50 and 60 games and eventually the championship. So there was just a big difference. They didn't have any superstars, and then the superstars that they finally get, Love and Irving, were both hurt. I think Irving with a knee and Love with a shoulder or something like that. So they were both hurt, and then once they got healthy, the end result is playoffs, and then finally winning the big game. So I just think it's more drama. It's more mismatched drama to keep you enthralled within the game that is a game. That's just what I think. And it's just a lot of money being thrown around, and everybody's oohing and awing out all this money these guys get paid to put a ball in the hole. You know, I just think we're all puppets. I think they're all puppets, and we're all getting played, but. Uh, as far as Kevin Durant is concerned, as far as the game inside the game, yeah, that man can do what he wants to do. He did it for the money. I mean, LeBron James, he moved to Miami Heat, won 2 championships, and came back. To me, he did it for the money. And then we got reports of LeBron James enrolling his kids in somewhere in LA, I think it is. So we don't know what him and his family is going to do. I mean, if James wants to, hell, if he wants to go to Miami, or not to Miami, but to LA, and I'm not saying that's where he's going, I'm saying that he can do what he wants to do because he is number one in the sport. Now, here's another excerpt of pretty much them talking about Kevin Durant.
It reminds you of what Jerry West talked to him about. Jerry West talked to him about
you will be viewed as a more than a great scorer. If you come here with other great scorers and win championships, people will notice your rebounding. People will notice your defense. And playing with, I've talked to players, ex-players around the league recently about Durant, and they said what you want to do is grow old gracefully. And the best way to grow old gracefully is to surround yourself with better players so you don't have to do as much. You don't have to carry as much of the burden. Obviously, he's carrying a huge burden in Oklahoma City. Now that load lightens. So as he leaves his prime, probably what, 4 or 5 years, he's going to be with better players. Tim Duncan's a prime example. He's grown old gracefully, maybe better than any player in recent.
Okay, so there you just have more of it. So you have people with a different view of it. He's saying you should go and be with players who are good and grow old gracefully. And I'm saying it's all about the money. So it's your boy Tom 202. You guys let me know what you think. I think it's all a game within the game. And I mean, he was the MVP. You know what I'm saying? Said his mom was all-time MVP. So I'm wishing KD, all the love and all the luck in the world. And I mean, to me, it would have been better if he would have won it with OKC. Because he would have brought a very good team, but not the best team in the league, and brought them through and won with it. It would have showed off his skills more. This guy is saying, surround yourself with better players, and you'll finally get that ring you want. But to me, it won't showcase his value. Like LeBron is the most valuable player in the league for the last 13 years. If Kevin Durant wanted to show his value, he would have took OKC to the big game and won a big game. He's not going to showcase his value in Golden State. It's just because he's going to be around people who, one guy already has the MVP, unanimously this year, and MVP last year, Steph Curry. So it's just a different vibe, you know what I mean? So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. It's your boy Tone. I'm out.